I may not live to use any of this video, but I'm going to have it anyway.
Yeah, well. Hey, it's Dave Roberts. How are you? How do I reach the chief? Yeah, I know. Actually, the sheriff's deputy reported that by Charley in 833.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I think you're okay. You're not too far away from it. I'll call Jenny and tell them you're coming there. Okay. Very good. Sure. Bye. I'm documenting the storm. These are the only pictures we get. Right out here. Well, this is digital video. So at some point along the way, hopefully we can use this. It's now 3 o'clock Eastern Time.
Looking that way, and
Here's all that's on our air.
And that's why we ended up with 145-mile-an-hour winds. Or that could have been ice skater. You know, the ice skater brings her arms in, and the Lawrence brings the arms in, and as she becomes the faster the wind is. So that's what's occurring now.
But it is moving fast, right? And isn't that part of the good news, is that when it moves fast and it has that tight core, the damage is going to be limited to the area that it passes over and not as wide and strong as other.
That might be assuming that the worst might happen.
So we won't actually have to suffer through some of
Florida Highway Patrol is continuing to urge that vehicles stay off Interstate 75. Thank you very much.
The air conditioning's going to stay on.
Jenny. She wanted to know if the air conditioning was going to stay on or if she was going to start sweating.
Don't worry, nobody can see you sweating.
Because I think that then people see one burst and go, hey, it's over 20 minutes. You just ballpark what we're talking, like, very big. You come in at the next couple hours, the next 5 hours. What we were thinking about yesterday, and the storm has gotten worse, so my numbers have probably gotten larger, but yesterday when we were thinking Category 2, Category 3, and it's going to Tampa, under those conditions, we were thinking that Lee County would have maybe...
Yeah, those people in Tampa are laughing at us now. Those people in Tampa are laughing at
about 8 o'clock. It'll leave about 8 p.m., so we're thinking about 12 hours. So my guess is now with a bigger storm, we're looking at least 12 hours of, quote, bad weather or tropical storm force winds or worse. Okay, I think that's very valuable information because so often in Florida we're used to like, all right, it's probably worse and we're not going to be able to. Again, I've heard the same reports you have, so I've heard those figures. Let's hope that in the calculations of coming up with that figure, there was a calculation error or the storm changes on us and it's less other than saying it's going to be a tragedy, let's pretty much stop there and we'll just fill in the blanks.
Too much of a problem for you. But 18 feet is hard to get around that, and we've been showing models all day, showing just how much of our viewing area, Charlotte, Collier, Lee, Hendry, Glade, Sarasota, Manatee counties, would all be underwater. And I think in each case, nearly 50% of the county would be underwater. But I want to bring in our meteorologist, Tom Burse, on this again, because I found it interesting in a lot of the models. It showed that people were actually prone to flooding, even if they were well inland, depending if they were on the river. And in some cases, maybe just north of Inglewood, for example, they didn't seem to be in the flood zone, even though they were actually closer to the coast. So how does that work?
Well, of course, the water will be pushed up the river by the direction of the wind from the storm. There's no answer yet. It depends. Whatever first for hurricane, there's going to be damage. There's going to be heavy wind. There's going to be heavy rain, things like that. There are a few almost absolute effects of that, but it still looks like the first time you pretty much know what kind of scenario is created by a certain kind of storm. But there can be areas, of course, that don't get hit, and other ones that do, and you can't quite explain why. But, and of course, along a river, the water gets pushed up there. That's what's happening. The water's being pushed into an area, and that's why rivers rise to that way during a hurricane.
But it's great, just, it's real portable.
Responding to very little.
Yeah, you might want to go to Lady Park. Yeah. Stay close, Mally.
Hurricane passes, and they had a chance to get around the bridge itself and inspect it because, they get a problem with the bridge itself.
Hey, what's up, Ruben?
So, before they reopen it...
No, I'm not home. I'm at work.
...the island, they'll have to do inspections, so that could be...
I'm not right. We had to evacuate the building. I'm at a clear channel off the Metro Park.
We're going to have that go north of us, and the winters are going to be southwesterly, and it's going to take that bubble of water out in the Gulf, and it's going to push it onshore. What are some of your observations, keeping in mind that our viewers are looking at the radar right now, about this storm? Anything that struck you about it one way or the other, just over the past, let's say, 20 minutes to half an hour? Just that it's moving northward, the eye is very small, and the damaging winds that are Category 4 strength is a very small area. So the people that are in the high winds around the eye wall are the ones that are most in harm's way. Have you seen the storm transform or anything change?
We're going good. Never flooding. Got to document the whole experience here. Yep. There were some ambulances earlier.
No, we're off the air right now. Yeah.
Hello. Well, and the other thing is, Danita said there is a chance that we may not get ratings for last night and today because Nielsen shut down. They're in Dunedin, and they thought they were going to get, they're right above Clearwater, and they thought that, they were going to bear the brunt, and they didn't, but, they may not have collected data for the last couple of days.
The range just seems to be so intense and so quick here. I finally started thinking we might start...
Well, I just...
few of those.
Sign out.
Thanks very much. We'll check back with you a little later on and see what you found out.
Well, let's go down to Lee Emergency Operations Center. Patrol has been standing by all day.
Everybody's got their Humvees at.
And Candace, what's the...
Alright, go to my Humvee. I can do anything.
Now's the time to have it, right?
We don't have power.
I know, but I wasn't doing anything. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to encourage people who are home to stay home until further notice as well. What they really want to avoid is people driving around, surveying the damage, looking at the damage. They say that all over Lee County there are trees that are down, power lines, signal lights, signs just all lying in the street, and they really want to avoid people endangering themselves. We've seen how many daily children
No, it really isn't.
Well, it's going in there a little bit.
And they're having a hard time, but there's
Hello?
people out.